welcome to today's video, where we're diving into some exciting developments in the world of WWE, particularly surrounding main event Jey Uso. The company has some ambitious plans, big plans, if you will, for Jey, and I believe longtime fans are in for a treat. WWE is setting the stage for a matchup that's bound to be noticeable, controversial even, but one that I think will ultimately pay off in a major way. On top of that, Jey Uso is firmly established as the face of Monday Night Raw, leading the brand as its World Heavyweight Champion. However, there's something I feel fans, especially Jey Uso supporters, might be overlooking, and it's worth discussing. We'll unpack all of this and more in today's video, so let's get started. Jey Uso has been the World Heavyweight Champion for just over a month now, and what a ride it's been. His title reign has been a defining moment, one that many fans have been clamoring for. This is a guy who, after the seismic split from the Bloodline, embarked on a significant singles run that kicked off in late 2023 and carried through 2024. Now, in 2025, he's maintained that momentum, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Fans have embraced his journey, from his infectious catchphrase yeet to his electrifying entrance, which gets the crowd on their feet every time. It's not just a gimmick, it feels organic, relatable, and authentic. Jey has become the kind of babyface who's earned his spot at the top through compelling storylines, consistent in-ring performances, and an undeniable connection with the audience. When you see fans waving their arms in sync with his entrance or chanting along, it's clear they're invested, they rally behind him, and his pursuit of the championship has felt like a collective victory for those who followed his career. Now, let's talk about what's next for Jey Uso. He's not defending his World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash, which might have surprised some fans. Instead, WWE has its sights set on the next big event, and I'm hearing that Jey is slated to defend his title at the upcoming Saturday night's main event TV special on May 24th in Tampa. According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, this is the plan, and it's generating a lot of buzz. As of right now, the event has over 9,200 tickets sold, with room for another 500 or so, and it's on track to be a sellout. That's a big deal for a TV special, and it shows the drawing power of the card they're building. One name that's been heavily advertised for this event is John Cena, which has led to some speculation about his role. Some fans are wondering if Cena might be challenging for the championship, but I think we need to pump the brakes on that idea. WWE is being very selective with Cena's appearances. Since the start of 2025, he's only wrestled 3 matches: Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania, with a 4th coming up at Backlash. That's a light schedule for a reason. Cena's a global star, and WWE is strategic about when and how they use him. I believe Cena will be at Saturday night's main event, but not necessarily in a title match. He might make a big appearance, do something newsworthy to pop the crowd, but I don't think he's the one facing Jey Uso for the gold. So, who is Jey Uso defending against? This is where things get interesting, and I'm sure some of you have already guessed it: Logan Paul. Yes, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul is the matchup WWE is planning for Saturday night's main event, and it's a move that's been in the works for a while. Some fans might say, well, duh, that's been obvious, and you're not wrong. The build-up has been there, and many were surprised when this match didn't happen at Backlash, but WWE has chosen to save it for this TV special, and I think it's a smart call for a few reasons. First, let's talk about the context. The last Saturday night's main event featured Jey Uso in a high-profile spot, facing Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That match was a banger, and it showed that WWE trusts Jey to carry these big moments. Now, they're doubling down by putting him in the main event against Logan Paul. This isn't just another defense, it's a chance for Jey to shine against a polarizing figure like Paul, who brings a different kind of heat to the table. Logan Paul, whether you love him or hate him, is a mainstream celebrity with a massive following outside the wrestling bubble. His name carries weight, even if some hardcore fans don't take him seriously as a title contender. But let's give credit where it's due. Paul has delivered in the ring. His matches are consistently entertaining, his athleticism is undeniable, and his promos generate real heat. For Jey Uso, this is an opportunity to face someone with star power, elevate his own status, and solidify his reign as champion. If you're a Jey Uso fan like me, this is exactly what you want. You want him in the spotlight, headlining major shows, and defending his title against credible opponents. Jey's booking hasn't always been perfect, more on that in a moment, but this feels like a step in the right direction. A main event match against Logan Paul on a nationally televised special like Saturday night's main event is a big deal. These shows draw solid numbers on NBC, and WWE treats them like premium live events, complete with high stakes and memorable moments. Jey coming off a stellar match against Seth Rollins recently only adds to the anticipation. He's in top form, and facing Paul gives him a chance to showcase his skills against someone who, while controversial, always brings attention to the product. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Jey Uso's booking since WrestleMania. I've been vocal about this, and I know I'm not alone. The Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania was, frankly, a mess for Jey. That segment felt like an afterthought, and it was frustrating to see the World Heavyweight Champion overshadowed by other storylines. The main program on Raw has been dominated by the Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker alliance feuding with CM Punk, who only recently returned, and Roman Reigns, who's been off TV. Don't get me wrong, those are huge names, and their story deserves to be a top priority, but Jey Uso, as the reigning champion, shouldn't feel like he's playing second fiddle. He's the guy carrying the brand, and yet, at times, he's come across as an afterthought. That's not how you treat your world champion. To WWE's credit, though, they seem to recognize this. They hear the fans, they see the feedback, and they're making adjustments. This matchup with Logan Paul feels like a course correction, a way to put Jey back in the spotlight where he belongs. It's not just about giving him a title defense, it's about giving him a platform to remind everyone why he's the main event star he's become. And let's be real, Jey's journey has been incredible. Breaking out from the bloodline was no small feat. He went from being one half of a tag team to a single star who's now holding the top prize on Raw. His catchphrase, his entrance, his in-ring work, it's all clicked with the audience in a way that feels earned. That's rare in wrestling, and it's why fans are so invested in his success. Looking ahead, I expect Jey Uso to hold the World Heavyweight Championship through the summer, possibly all the way to SummerSlam in August. WWE has a stacked schedule coming up: Saturday night's main event, Night of Champions, Money in the Bank, and more, and Jey feels like the guy to carry the title through these major shows. Will he lose it at SummerSlam? Maybe. It's hard to say who might dethrone him, but that feels like a logical endpoint for his reign. For now, though, the focus is on May 24th and his clash with Logan Paul. This match has all the ingredients to be a highlight of Saturday night's main event, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. Logan Paul, for his part, has had an impressive run in WWE. His mainstream celebrity status, natural athleticism, and surprisingly strong in-ring work have made him a valuable asset. He's often in the mix for mid-card titles, like his United States Championship run, and he's no stranger to big matches at events like WrestleMania. While some fans might scoff at the idea of him challenging for the world title, there's no denying he brings attention to the product. For Jey Uso, this is a chance to not only defend his championship but also prove he can hang with one of the biggest names in the company. So, what do you think? Are you excited for Jey Uso versus Logan Paul? Do you think Jey's been booked well as champion? Or do you share some of my frustrations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content. Until next time, stay hyped, and I'll catch you in the next one. Yeet!